Hi everyone, today is August 3, 2022. It is 1 p.m. And it is 22 degrees Celsius. Today is a very hot day in Toronto. Very sunny. The humidity is up today as well. I hope you guys are having a good week. We started our walk today at Bay Street and Dundas Street. And we're now walking north on Bay Street. Here's Rex's Bar and Grill, and they have an outdoor patio space here. We're now here at Bay Street and Elm Street. Here's a look east down Elm Street. And here's a look west down Elm Street. At the corner here we have the Peter Gilligan Center for Research and Learning. And this is a very cool looking building. It's got that wavy section in the middle. Makes it really stand out. There's Moss Coffee. This is 655 Bay Street, and I believe this is the building where you will find the Human Rights Tribunal of Ontario. Though there are many tenants that have office space in there. And this building is called the Livemore. Over there you have the Chelsea Hotel. And the Livemore has this particular unique style to it, where it's got pieces of it coming out from the main building, and each piece has the color orange on the bottom of it. Now here at Gerrard Street. Here's a look east on Gerrard Street. And there's a look west. That'll take you to University Avenue. Where that area is referred to by some as Hospital Row, as that's where you'll find many hospitals in the near same proximity as each other. So you've got the Toronto General, you've got Sick Kids Hospital, you've got Mount Sinai Hospital, and so on and so forth. And here's a pathway that takes you straight to College Park. And there's the Aura building in the distance there. Here's a pizza. Here are the residences of College Park. And here's a art piece here. There's another one over there on the other side as well. Usually I get both of them in the same view. There we go. And they've got the King Tut exhibit going on. Here's the poster for it. It says Immersive King Tut. It says on sale now, kingtutexhibit.com. Looks like they're doing some construction here. I feel that construction's up in the city around this time. We're here at Bay Street and College Street. And here's a truck pulling something very big. Looks quite heavy. And across the street we have Tosto, quick fire pizza and pasta. And we're now passing Grenville Street. There's a cool taxi. It looks like the driving side is on the right side. That's pretty cool. You don't see that often in the city, but it looks like that car's a Toyota. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's the first time I've seen a taxi like that before. I guess that's one of the interesting things about Toronto, that you never know what you'll come across on a walk in the city. And we're now here at Bay Street and Grosvenor Street. In the distance there, they're doing some renovations on a government building. And that's one of them over there. Here's another one here. And it looks like the style of the building borrows from the brutalism style of architecture. Here's you look east down Grosvenor Street. And here's Brioche Doré. I hope I pronounced that right. Here's another look at the construction work that they're doing. And here's a look from the east, and as you can see, there's a lot of scaffolding being put up. Here's a look at some sunflowers. It's pretty cool. Zoom in. We're now arriving at Wellesley Street and Bay Street. Here's your look west on Wellesley Street. Here's your look east on Wellesley Street. Feels like a typical day in Toronto. Here's a Super Chicken, your favorite fried chicken store. I have not tried their stuff before. Here's Pizza Nova. Their stuff is okay. And we're now here at St. Joseph Street. In the corner there is Clover Hill Park. Here's a look east on St. Joseph Street. Here's a 7-Eleven that's been here for a very long time. I'd say as long as I can remember. We're now getting close to the Yorkville area of Toronto, and it's quite a walk from Bay Dundas to Yorkville. I don't really mind that much walking from Yorkville to Bay Dundas because it's downhill. There was a sign, a piece of paper with a writing on it on this railing here beside the Subway sandwich store, and it said that a homeless person lost their laptop there, and I was asking if anyone had found it, and I felt really bad for the person. Here's Avocado Sushi and a Sunny Dental. And we're here at Bay Street and Charles Street. Here's a look east on Charles Street. And here's a look west on Charles Street. Going west down Charles Street all the way to the end takes you right to the Royal Ontario Museum. And across the street from the Royal Ontario Museum is the Gardner Museum. And so that's one place I want to take you guys and show you guys a tour of. I already got the tickets. I just need to go and do the visiting part. I don't know too much about the Gardner Museum, but I do want to put up some information, or as many information boards as I can in that particular video, so I can make it as educational as possible. One of the things I hope to do is to make my videos educational and entertaining. And so I think that's also another thing I enjoy about making these videos for you guys, because it challenges me to keep learning and to keep exploring and finding and discovering new things that I can then share with you guys. And here we are at Bloor Street and Bay Street. There's a look east on Bloor Street, and you can see Holt Renfrew there in the distance. There's a look north on Bay Street. And west on Bloor Street. And here's a look south on Bay Street. Looks like they're doing construction inside of this Alo Yoga place. And that's a new place opening up here called Alo Yoga, which I'm guessing is going to be a yoga studio or store, or maybe a mix of both a yoga studio and a yoga store. Here's Cumberland Terrace, and that's 2 Bloor West. And you can walk through there, it'll take you right to Yonge Street on the other side where you exit. And we're now passing Cumberland Street. Here's a look west on Cumberland Street. Looks like it's pretty busy in there. And we're now in the Yorkville area of Toronto. And we're now here at Yorkville Avenue and Bay Street. And we're now walking west on Yorkville Avenue. Here's Dynasty Chinese cuisine. It says sizzle meets style.
Okay, bye.
And here's the patio at Pretoria Nervosa. And looks like it's fully booked. A lot of people out today enjoying the patios. There's Sunglass Hut. Here's Cumberland Private Wealth. And over here, there's the Candle Emporium at 87 Yorkville. And here's a look at the Versace store. There's a very clear view from across the street. And beside which is Brunello Cucinelli. There's the Optical Outlook. There's Camina. There's Ketone. And this street here is Hazelton Avenue. And so Hazelton Avenue goes north all the way to Davenport. And there's the One restaurant. And here's another patio here. Here's Bandiera Jewelers. And here's a look at what they have in the window. Those are some Grand Seiko watches, which are pretty cool. They've got Breitling and all sorts of interesting brands. It's hard to see because of the reflection. And here's another restaurant here. This place is called Chibo. And they got some really cool see-through plastic chairs here, which are really unique. Let me just unlock my camera. There we go. The unique see-through plastic chairs. And here's a look at their menu. Review. But the second one. And here's their pizza menu. Here's what Chibo looks like from the front. One other thing I noticed here at Chibo is that on this side of the seating they have a table that's not see-through with chairs that are see-through, and on this side they have a table that's see-through but chairs that are not see-through. And so that's pretty cool. They switched it up. And here's some artwork from Gallery Leroy. This one kind of looks like it's melting. This is Francisco Valverde Macatza pigmented resin on panel. That's pretty cool. This looks very nice. It looks very glossy and shiny. This is a cool artwork. It looks like the edges of folded paper that is colored in a gradient style of coloring. Here's Galerie Leroy. Wow, this is pretty cool. This is the same kind of style. It looks like these edges of paper colored in a gradient style of color. And here's B. Hemmings Co, established in 1978. And here's a look at some of the stuff they have in the window. Looks like they make these trunks. And that looks like a briefcase. There's a wallet. And so I think it's probably a leather goods kind of store. Here's Romspen Investment Corporation. And here's the Zaza Espresso Bar. And they also have gelato there. And on this side you find YL. Or I should say Dice Fruit Bar and Cafe. The pathway we just walked down through is called Yorkville Lane. Here's an espresso store. Here's a view from across the street. Because this is a very big store. Let me see if I could get it in one view. That's about as much as I can get onto the screen at one time. And there's Lululemon and Avita. There's Nicholas and Moscot. Here's an antique store that's been here for a very long time. It's called Louis Wine Antiques. And it says that they have fine antique silver, jewelry, and objet d'art. And so they got all kinds of antiques here. Very cool stuff. I wonder if it's easy to see because of the reflection. Here's a gelato store called Gemma Gelato. And they're an espresso bar. They have crepes, pinceria, and desserts. Here's Hemingway's Patio Bar and Restaurant. Here's a look down Old York Lane. Here's S Cream, ice cream and coffee. Or I think we're supposed to pronounce the both words or both terms together to pronounce scream. Here's Watchfinder, and it's a watch store. Let's take a look at what they have. They have all kinds of watches here. Here's some Cartier, and here's some Rolex. And this pathway here leads to Cumberland Court. I won't be going down there today, but I may in a future video. And there's someone playing the guitar. Here's Carol's Cheesecake, or I should say Indulge is the name of this place. And it says featuring Carol's Cheesecake. And it says they have desserts, drinks, and eats. Let's take a look at their menu. And here's what they got. I hope that writing was readable. It's kind of hard to see on my screen here. I'll just assume it is. And here's sassafras. We're now walking south on Belleair Street. It's almost 2 p.m. I'm going to wrap up here. I'm going to take a small break, get something to eat, get some water, and I'm going to make my way towards the Gardner Museum that is right across the Royal Ontario Museum. And we're now walking east on Bush Street. Now here at Bay and Bloor. There's a look south on Bay Street. It's a pretty steady day here today in Toronto. Go into the Manulife Center to grab a bottle of water. nice and cool in here. The air conditioning is very nice, especially after a long walk in the hot temperature outside. So we are now here in the Manulife Center. And we're gonna have to go downstairs. That's where the supermarket is. There's Ron White. It's a shoe store. And they sell all kinds of shoes. These lights are pretty cool, as one is moving down the escalators. To this side is a Italian restaurant store. And on this side is the supermarket. And this is the water that I usually get. Natural spring water. And I'm going to use the self-checkout here. And we've got our receipt.
Thank you for using self-checkout.
Throw this here in the recycling. Alright, got my bottle of water. And I'm going to take a break before heading down to the Gardner Museum. I'm going to wrap this one here. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button. For more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.